laws of the Vedas all at once. I can give you an example. The Ved describes, okay, if you're brahmachari, you have to follow these certain rules. Are the laws that a brahmachari has to follow, are they the same as the laws a grihasti is going to follow? No, totally different. A brahmachari isn't supposed to even look at a girl, or a girl will even look at a boy while they're doing their study. A grihasti is supposed to get married and have kids. Totally different. So are you going to bring the Vedas to that brahmachari and say, you see it's written here that you're supposed to get married and have kids. You're not following the Vedas. He's going to say, what? A person would be crazy to try to follow all the different rules of the Vedas. It's for different people in different stages of their life. So there are also rules of the Vedas for those who are following the path of Raga Nuga Bhakti. Vaidhi Bhakti is like a preliminary thing. All the religious formalities that I was mentioning, doing that disciplines a person's mind and makes him become more sattvic. But the ultimate goal is he should start doing Raga Nuga Bhakti for God realization, not just Vaidhi Bhakti for material prosperity. So when someone graduates to that level, now he's doing Raga Nuga Bhakti, he's not bound by the same rules. He's not bound by the rules of Vaidhi Bhakti. Because he's doing remembrance of Krishna, he's done all of that. So Krishna has a subsection to his rules. He mentions it in a few places. Sarva dharman parityajya mamekam sharanam vraja. Leave all of those dharmas. What dharmas? All those rules of the Vedas. Leave all of that. And do what? Come to me only. Become ananya to me. You can't be ananya to Krishna if you still think, oh, I have to do this formal worship and that formal worship. Krishna says, no, you stop all of that, drop all of that, just do remembrance of me. That's it. Dharman santyajya yah sarvan mam bhajet sacha sattamaha. Sattamaha, the best devotee, the topmost devotee, is the one who mam bhajet, this is from the Bhagavatam, Krishna is saying he worships me. Dharman santyajya sarvan, tyajya, to leave all the dharmas and just worship me. He says he's the best devotee. So this is the subsection to the law. If you're not surrendering to Krishna and doing bhakti to him, and you're not following those other laws, then you're going to get the dand. But if you're doing Raga Nuga Bhakti and you're supposed to leave all those other laws. So, like for instance, let's say someone got his university degree. So someone might come by and say, hey, it's the middle of the day on a Wednesday. Aren't you supposed to be in class right now? It's a school day. Why aren't you in class? Well, I already got my degree. Why would I still be going to that class when I've already passed that class? So when you pass the class, you leave those rules and there are new rules for the higher class. Or think of it this way, when you're climbing stairs, you start on the bottom stair, but to get to the next stair, you have to leave the first stair. To get to the next stair, you leave the other. So you leave those other formalities and just do pure Raga Nuga Bhakti. This is what Naraji is describing. Raga Nuga Bhakti means just loving remembrance of Radha Krishna with a desire for their divine love. That's Raga Nuga Bhakti. Any need for any formality? Nothing. Only if for some reason to maintain harmony in the family, you might have to do some Vedic karma, whatever Laukik karma you have to do, but it must be anukul to your bhakti. Bhakti is the main thing. Savai punsam paro dharmo yato bhaktiradhokshaje. Bhagavatam. Sutji Maharaj is saying, the topmost dharma, paradharma, is bhakti. Other dharmas are under that, they're preliminary. Bhakti is the supreme dharma. Etavaneva lokesmin punsam nishreyasodaya tivrena bhakti yogena manomayarpitam sthiram. Bhagavatam. Bhagwan is saying again, the only true duty of a soul is tivrena, immediately, bhakti yogena, through bhakti, mano mayarpitam sthiram, establish his heart and mind in me. That's it. Attach your mind to God, that's your topmost duty. Lokesmin, says in the whole world, that's the topmost duty of every soul. So, one more thing that Vedavyasji says in the Puranas, man nimittam kritam papam madharmaya chakalpate mamanadritya dharmopi papam syan mat prabhavata. He says, if someone is doing dharma, it looks like dharma, they're following all the rules, the religious formalities, but they're not in their heart worshipping me, they're not attaching their mind to me. He says that's pop. It's not dharma, it's pop. And he says, if someone breaks the rules of those worshipping formalities, but he's loving me, so it looks like adharma, it's actually dharma. It looks like pop, but it's actually dharma. And the other one that looks like dharma is actually pop. And here the definition of pop is forgetting Krishna. If you've forgotten him, everything is pop.